All right, Manassas City, KenElston and PatriciaRichieFolks.
Hi.
Running for Manassas City Council, and we're doing it because there are some issues facing our city, and we think that City Council can do a little better.
Oh, definitely can. Definitely. Let's talk about schools. I know that's very important to both of us and everyone I've talked to.
Well, and it should be, because besides economics, education is the cornerstone of the city.
Yes.
It's the cornerstone of the nation.
Yes, it is.
Do you know that if I'm elected to Manassas City Council, I will be the only councilman sitting with children in the public school system?
Wow, that is something.
So when we talk about diversity on the City Council and we talk about investment in the community, I think people should invest in that.
I think so too. I think it's very important because, first of all, this is our future. And we have a great superintendent with great programs. She loves our kids. And quality education is important to every child, Ken, as you know, in the public school system. No one should be left out.
Absolutely. No one should be left out. And we need to build a school and support a school.
Support, definitely.
That is going to provide, facilities and staffing, but then the programming, as you said, that's going to make Manassas City stand out for world-class schools in a region with really great schools.
Definitely, in the state of Virginia, great schools in this region.
So speaking of this, big region that we live in, I don't think anybody who goes to work anywhere doesn't have a concern about transportation.
I have talked to so many people, Ken, who have expressed their concerns with Route 28 corridor. They tell me that they spend so much of their time sitting in traffic.
Absolutely.
And I understand the congestion reduction that needs to be done on that road.
No question. Frank Wolf, Republican congressman for this area for a long time, had a great line. He said he thought transportation needed to be dealt with because people needed to spend more time with their families than sitting alone in their cars. That's
great. He's absolutely right. And there goes to show, even though Frank's a Republican, there's the bipartisan in there because it affects us all.
Yeah.
It affects us all. And I don't know if you know it, but right now, VDOT is doing a study on congestion reduction on Route 28. They're looking for cost-effective solutions and being able to make recommendations. And I just want you to know, Ken, that I will be monitoring this very, very closely so that when the time comes, I'll be able to locate and lobby for necessary, if elected, for necessary funding.
Absolutely. I don't think we could ask for a better advocate for that. And actually, we've needed advocacy for this for a long time.
A decade ago.
For a decade. I think one of the things that happens when you don't look down the road and you don't invest as well as you might because you're too concerned about expenses, you end up in a situation where it becomes vital that we lobby now, and we just hope it's not too late for our community. There's an old saying that some people know the price of everything but the value of nothing.
Exactly.
And I think actually when you're talking about fiscal responsibility, you're talking about a whole tapestry.
Yes.
Not just a single idea, not just a single ideology. And we have to be fiscally responsible with the taxpayers' money. I always say every dollar comes from a Manassas family or a Manassas business.
That's correct.
And we are trusted with the stewardship of that, so we have to look down the road. What does our community need now, and what are we going to need down the road?
Well, one of the things that we definitely need down the road, and that needs to be done now, economic development. That's my strong platform, Ken.
Absolutely.
Here we go. You led me right into that because we need it so badly. We have a great economic development strategic plan on the books.
Right, we have a great business council. They've been working very hard, and thank goodness, finally, we have a new economic development coming.
Yes.
A new person for that position.
A director. One person. We need a team.
No question.
We need a team because we need to be able to invest. We need to be able to retain the businesses we have. This would increase our tax base. Also help us with infrastructure, which you talked about. Help us with the education system that we were talking about so that we are able to maintain our schools, Ken. Not, just let things go, but maintain them on a regular basis so that it would save the taxpayers quite a bit of money and save our school budget
Without
as well.
question. These are the priorities of progressives in politics. Looking for progress, moving from barbarity to civilization. That's what Immanuel Kant said about progressive.
All right.
And we could do worse. So vote for progressives. Vote for Patricia Ritchie-Folks.
Yes.
Vote for Ken Elston for Manassas City Council. Progress, economic development, investment in science and technology. These are the things we need for our children and for our future.
And for our future. Hear, hear.
Vote Patricia Ritchie-Folks and Ken Elston for Manassas City Council.